Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I have ridden by myself this week and I am ready to share all the things I learned, and it was an epic fail. And I'll tell you why. Okay, when I say epic fail, I don't mean that I did poorly, but I learned a lot of lessons along the way, and some unfortunate things happened to me while I was by myself for the very first time. The ride itself was great. I navigated all the roads that we normally practiced on, so I was pretty confident going in by myself because we had practiced on those same roads many times together. So the route was the same, I felt confident, I felt good about it, and I was doing really well. But then I pulled into the parking lot and I hear this clicking noise. I knew the tire pressure was good, I knew the chain was good because I checked all of that before I left, but something did not sound right at all with my bike. And my immediate thought was, I need to text Chris. I have no idea what's going on with my bike. I've never heard that noise before. I don't know what just happened. So I go inside, text Chris. I had parked already, so it was fine. I was already at my destination. Told him what was going on, and he said that he would get up with me after and we'll try to figure out what was going on. Fast forward to lunchtime. We were going to lunch and I figured I would try to turn my bike on, see if I could hear the noise again. Turned it on and there was no clicking. So I was like, okay, great. Let me see how it rides. As soon as I started riding, I heard that clicking noise. I couldn't tell if it was coming from the chain, from the engine, from the tire, but then I noticed as I progressively got faster, the clicking got faster. So it was coming from the tire. Sure enough, there it is. A huge nail sticking out of the sidewall of my tire. Chris had quickly showed me where my toolkit is in the passenger seat of my bike. So I kind of knew where to access that, but I have no idea how to change a tire, how to plug a tire, how to do anything with a tire on a motorcycle. Let's be honest, on my car, but let alone a motorcycle. So this was like the first thing that I experienced on day one of riding by myself. I texted a picture of the nail to Chris, asked him what I should do, and I will say the biking community is fantastic. Y'all are incredible, incredibly supportive, and it's so encouraging to have everyone behind me because I had so many people reach out on Instagram DMing me of what I should do, how to handle it, how to get help, and it was just so nice to see that, nice to have that supportive community behind me. So thank you for anybody that reached out and DM'd me on what to do with this nail. So I was not comfortable taking that out by myself. I didn't know if it hit the belt of the tire and if it was going to deflate my tire. I didn't know if I could even get it out. So Chris came to my rescue and he repaired the tire. And by repair, I mean he just pulled the nail out. Luckily, no air was let out. So the tire was fine to ride home, and I rode home just fine. On the way home, lesson number 2 was learned. I had to stop for gas. Every time I've stopped for gas, either Chris or my brother have filled up my tank because I have not been comfortable trying to fill up my tank myself. So Chris asked me, do you want me to come to the gas station with you? And I said, no, I got this. I can do this on my own. Well, mistake number 1 happened. I parked on the wrong side of the gas tank because I'm pretty short. I'm only 5'3", and I parked where my bike was leaning over to the left and the pump was on the right. So I could barely see into my tank to see where the gas was. So as I'm leaning over, trying to put the gas in, I could barely see, and I go to take the pump out just ever so slightly. As I'm pulling the pump out, gas spews everywhere. All over my bike, all over me, all over my helmet. I mean, everywhere. It was horrible. For those new riders out there that are just as short as me and can barely see over their tank, make sure when you pull up to the tank to pump your gas that your bike is leaning towards the tank so you can see inside to make sure you know when you're filling up your gas and how far to fill it. I came home and Chris saved me for the second time today and washed my bike. We washed part of my jacket. So all is well, but definitely a day of learning for me, for sure. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time.